if you're wondering why I'm sitting with my makeup half done and eternally pissed off, it's because my stupid effing camera just stopped recording, and then I had to format the whole thing. That means delete everything I recorded ever on that camera just to get it started again. Why is my life like this? Why can't I just film a simple video now? And there goes the Trisha Paytas in me. Anyways, so this video was supposed to be about me talking about CA, NRC, the protests, and like Trump and what was the last name? Iran. Trump and Iran, basically. Yeah. So it's supposed to be about me talking about all that stuff, and I had recorded like a pretty good video about me talking about all that stuff, but now all that is deleted to the gods of a camera. So I'm just gonna sit and talk about it after I'm done doing my makeup. Yeah, so basically CA and RC, what my opinion is that immigrants just shouldn't be allowed, irrespective of their religion, to come into our country. Illegal immigrants especially, because, and you're gonna think like this is a very American alt-right thing to say, like KKK, but our country is not equipped to handle so many people. We already have a population of 1.3 billion. We are the second most populated country in the world. And what you're essentially saying is like, lao, hum bator rahe hain logo ko, lekar aao unhe. And I'm like, what? Because here's the thing. I don't know if I'm gonna get a job in India. I don't know if I'm gonna find a house in India. I don't know if I'm gonna have a steady income in India after I finish my college. In that situation, where a naturally born citizen is at such a high risk, and that too, I thankfully don't come from an economic background where I have to be worried about, like, surviving from day to day. But I'm still worried. And when such citizens are like panicking, do you really want to get in more people into this mess? And I'm not saying don't help the immigrants. Don't help like Bangladeshi immigrants, don't help Pakistani immigrants. I'm not saying anything of the sort. You can have refugee camps, you can have like refugee registration or like permanent residence. There's so many other options. Why give them citizenship? That is something that's a right that has to be earned by people, not like something you can just come in and get. Halwa nahi hai, langar nahi hai Indian citizenship. And about the protests, oh my god, don't get me started about the protests. Delhi police, what are you thinking? Like, what goes on in your mind when you attack and kill and maim and torture and like unlawfully detain students, people my age, people who are not even like full adults yet, and you're doing this shit to them just because they are asking for their rights? Like, what the fuck? Delhi police, I think, is one of the most brutal and like, one of the most inhumane police in this country. And I really appreciate Mumbai police, because when Mumbai protests were going on, they were so cooperative, they were so protecting. Even my friend in Bangalore said that's how the Bangalore police were as well. So I think like South, or maybe it's just a Delhi problem, like it's one of the many things wrong with Delhi. Yeah. And then they have the gall to say that no, the students started it. Like, कौन से इंसान में इतना सेंस भी नहीं होता कि हाँ हम शांति से प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं, अपना साइन अपना झंडा जो भी लेके चल रहे हैं, सडनली मेरे मन में आया पुलिस वाला दिख गया चलो मारते हैं साले को. ऐसा कौन करता है? Who does that in a protest? Unless it's a violent protest, which those were not. They were peaceful protests. And the fact that it happened mostly to students from a Muslim majority college, like Jamia and others, I don't remember the others. That's just another whole can of worms, really. Yeah. And if you're wondering if Janki has anywhere to go, she doesn't. Janki is just a dumbass and she is just doing her makeup for the camera. Oh, it's not actually that bad. Who knew? Anyways, coming back, let's talk about the whole Trump and Iran issue, because yesterday night I was talking to my friend on Instagram, and suddenly my mom just knocks on the door and she's like, Janki, and I'm like, what happened? Like, why are you so desperate? And she's like, Iran just dropped 3 missiles on the US embassy. And then we sat and watched the news for an hour, and there was like a lot of back and forth and a lot of misinformation going on. First it was like, oh, it's 3 missiles on the embassy in Baghdad. Then it was like, no, 2 of them are on airfields in Iraq, I think, and 1 is on the embassy in Baghdad. And then it was like, no, it's not exactly on the embassy, but it's like in the green zone, so it's like affecting the area near the embassy. But that doesn't matter. The point is that Iran tried to start a war with the US. First of all, that's a really dumb thing to do. Like, USA has the largest military budget in the world. They have the largest nuclear arsenal in the world. If you are intentionally going and provoking war with the US, you're just dumb. You dumb. And the next thing is, like, yeah, Trump started it. He killed Soleimani? I forgot his first name. He was like a high-ranked general in the Iranian army, and Trump and his military advisors killed him. And that's what pissed off Iran, and they basically put up like this red flag, and they were like, oh, now we're gonna take Badla and everything's gonna be chaos. And here's why I don't think it's as big of a matter as everyone makes it out to be, because it takes a lot of time for things to escalate to world war levels. And it's kind of funny that the first like meme of the like new decade is like World War III, end of the world apocalypse. But it's also serious because I think a lot of people lost their lives. The casualty wasn't catastrophic, but there were still casualties. There were civilian casualties. And in any situation, if you stoop down to the level of killing civilians, then you are just cruel. And I think Iran is doing it, and they should be punished for it. But I don't think it. And also they are. I heard in the news that they are trying to form alliances with Turkey and other Muslim countries against the US. And in my personal opinion, which is a layman's opinion. Yeah. So as I was saying, there was the Istri Wala. It's at night, and the Istri Wala comes every Sunday night. And he's really creepy. I don't like him that much. He just tried to stare at my boobs, like he does that a lot. And I just hate that. Who likes that? Anyways, so yeah, Iran's trying to start a war, a world war possibly, but I don't think it's gonna escalate that much because of there are the checks and balances put into place. Of course, like after World War I, There were checks and balances put into place. There was the League of Nations that was formed, and it failed. But I don't think, unless Turkey and other Islamic countries really consider like Iran's proposition, that it's gonna be. Why am I braiding my hair? I just leave it be. Should I just tie it in a ponytail? I have nowhere to go. Why am I doing this? Just talk. Yeah, so yeah. That's all I wanted to say. That's my opinions on politics and the current issues going on right now. I'm going to watch Chhatak soon, and I'm going to review it, I think. Then I have a series sort of planned in my head, which is basically like dancing in my kitchen. So yeah, I'll be doing that. There's a lot of hair on this brush. A lot. So yeah, but all of that will probably be like a month or two from now, because I have my boards in Feb and I might not film anything during that time. So yeah, bye. And yeah, like, subscribe, the regular shit. Please give me attention and love. Bye.